Hi, this is Jane from Cilio Design on TPT, and I'm creating a tutorial today in response to Melissa from Daycare Spaces and Ideas. She wanted to know how to create dotted or dashed cutting lines around Clipart for students to cut in her resources. So first I'm going to show you how to create a dashed line with a simple shape and then a much more complicated shape. So the first shape can be anything from this shapes panel. I'm going to choose a circle, and if you hold down the shift key while you're clicking and dragging your circle, it will remain a perfect circle. If you let go of the shift key, you can make any kind of oval shape that you'd like. So I'm going to go to Format Shape, and if it doesn't pop up automatically, you can right click on the shape and then click Format Shape here. And Shape Options, I'm going to click No Fill. Solid line should already be clicked for you, and choose a color. So I'm going to choose black and make my width 2 points. Then I'm going to go to dash type and just click on a dashed line that I like. So that's a simple shape, and now I'm going to show you a more complicated shape. So I chose this apple from my 2D apple set because it has, curved lines and points, so you can kind of see how I navigate around those. So go back to your shapes panel, and under lines there should be a curve tool. So I'm going to choose this curve tool to create points around my shape. And the points, you want to create as few points as possible, because the more points you have, the less points you have, the more smooth your lines will look. So I'm going to start by clicking my mouse and then moving over to where my next point will be. And don't worry about how the line is morphing, because all of that will get fixed in the end. So as you can see, if I pull my mouse down, it tends to curve upward. So we're just not going to worry about that right now. Just go ahead and kind of outline your shape with as few points as you think are necessary. And then when you connect your final point to your starting point, you'll create a shape. So back to shape options, no fill, solid line black, width 2 points, and choose a dotted or dashed line. Alright, so we have a funky kind of shape here. What we're going to need to do is edit those points, and the way to do that is right click on your line, edit points. And you're going to see some black boxes pop up. Every time you clicked your mouse, it created a black point here. And I'm going to zoom in so you can see a little better. So when you click on your point, two white handles will pop up. When you pull on one handle, the other handle will go in the opposite direction. One way to avoid moving the second handle is just hold down the Alt key. So that is good for both Mac and PC. When you hold the Alt key and then drag your handle, you'll only move one. Alright, so let's start moving this around the apple. If you want a more corner point instead of a rounded point, you can just bring your handles in. And here I kind of want it to be more pointed. Alright, let me zoom out a little so I can see the whole image. And I don't like how it's dipping here, so I'm going to Alt and click on this handle. Oops. Sometimes my Alt key gets stuck. Okay. And then do the same thing on this side. And there you go. So now you have your cutting line. If you want to I don't know, pull this out a little bit. Oops, once you click off your line, you have to click back on it and go back into edit points. I'm going to move this out a little bit just so if kids are cutting, they're not going to cut off the stem. Okay, so if you do create a shape and you realize, oh, I have too many points, it's making my shape more angular than I'd like, you can delete points or add points. So the way to add points is to right click and you can click add point and another point will pop up. But I just want to delete this point. So click on the point, delete it, and it's gone. And I'm going to create that curve with handles from the surrounding points. So let's drag this out. And this. Oops, and then make this a little more even. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that. So this is a quick and easy way to create dash lines around Clipart. If you have any other suggestions for tutorials, feel free to leave them in the comments, and have a great day. Thanks.